Okay, and welcome back. We're just gonna jump right into this shit.
Yes, sir.
I go by the name of Chaku,
Michael Stokes.
and we are the Saucy Boys.
Hey.
So we got another fun episode for y'all this week.
Absolutely.
And I guess since we're kind of short on time today, we'll just hop right into the bevy of the show.
The bear of the bevy.
So the bear of the bevy is myself. I didn't really have time to prepare because my schedule has been fucking wild. For anybody that's been following me the past 2-3 weeks, I've been all over the fucking place. So yeah,
Just wait till you're like a huge DJ and then it's gonna be your passport getting stamped up.
I know, man. Hopefully soon. That'd be crazy. Fucking DJing like Milan or something. I'm
going. Also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna expect you to give me some tickets.
I got you, man. We're gonna have to set that up.
Appreciate it.
But okay, so the bevy this episode is gonna be Deleon.
Ooh.
It's Diddy's Tequila.
Ooh.
So I know we were talking about different celebrities and their tequila brands and which ones are the best ones so far. So far, my favorite is gonna be between Terramana and Casamigos.
I'm a Terramana, but I made margaritas with the Lobos, and it's really good.
That shit smack.
It's fucking nice. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I just seen this and I was like, oh shit, that's the Diddy joint. So we're gonna try this out, see how this tastes. The bottle's cool. I like the little top, but the only thing I don't like about it is I think it's a twist. So it's a screw top.
Oh,
So,
Diddy, you're losing points with that.
Yeah.
Just for that, I hope Jermaine Dupri beats you in the verses if y'all play one.
I mean, that's not gonna happen.
I mean,
That nigga Diddy catalog's crazy.
I mean, JD was bringing up some really interesting facts, man. Like, JD's an actual songwriter, bro. Like, Diddy just be putting energy in the air and having niggas on his label. You know what I'm saying? Like, no real songwriting credits, bro.
That's true.
And it's crazy.
I don't know, man.
I didn't think
see.
about that.
But you know what people are gonna base it off of?
The hits, of
The
course.
hits.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
So,
And just what he's tied to.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna give a fuck about who wrote the shit because nobody really cared about how many songs Frank Ocean wrote for Beyonce.
yeah.
Nobody cared about how many songs Kanye wrote for other artists.
Speaking of like songwriting and shit, I don't mean to get off topic, but you know what I just realized? I just realized that Tame Impala wrote a song for Rihanna,
Yeah.
but he also has it on like the B sides of his current album.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because like I was chilling with my girl and she was working and had like her phone on Spotify, like random play.
Is it the one that he did?
It's I think it's called like Same Old Person or Same Old Mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it sounds the exact same. The only difference is Rihanna sings one and he sings the other.
Yeah. So when I first I would play that shit in sets and I would always play the Tame Impala version because I never heard the Rihanna version.
Yeah.
And so my chick at the time, I was playing it. She's like, oh, this is weird. This ain't Rihanna. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is a Rihanna song. And I was like, no, the fuck it's not.
Yeah.
I was getting mad. I was like, no, it's not. It's not a Rihanna song. And so I showed her, the artist and everything. And she was convinced. She was like, yeah, this is a Rihanna song. But I never knew that he did that shit for her.
So, yeah, I had the reverse reaction. Like, it came on, I was like, oh, you like Tame Impala? And she was like, no, this is Rihanna. And I was like, what? No, it's not. This is Tame Impala. And she was like, no, it's Rihanna. I was like, what album is it? And then I pulled up the album. They both came out in 2015. Yeah. And then I just looked at the song credits and it had
his name's
Kevin Parker. Yeah, Kevin Parker. Yeah. And I was like, oh, shit. He wrote it, gave it to her, and then just put it on his B-sides. Makes sense.
So which one you like better?
I mean, it's the same song.
But which one sounds better to you?
I'm like... Rihanna's definitely emulating Tame Impala's sound though.
Yeah.
So
that's the same thing with what's it called? Shape of You. That was supposed to be a Justin Bieber song, I think. But Ed Sheeran wrote it. But he wrote it for Bieber. And then there was another song that Bieber did where it was supposed to be Ed Sheeran wrote it, but you can clearly tell the Love Yourself.
What?
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see Shape of You being a Bieber song.
I think I'm wrong. I think it might be the other one, Love Yourself. I think that was the one that he wrote.
I can hear that.
Justin. But I mean, either one, you can clearly tell that Ed Sheeran wrote the shit.
Yeah. So that's crazy because this was going to be one of the topics that I just bucketed while we were on hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where I heard it from. I think it was Snoop Dogg talking, and he was saying there's a reference track from Jay-Z for Still Dre.
Oh, I want to hear that.
And he was like, that's how because like they were I forgot what he was on, and they asked him about it, and he was just like, yeah, Jay wrote it for us, but it's like he basically did it himself, but he did it in like mine and Dre's voices. So it's like on all the parts where I'm rapping, you'll hear Jay like rapping his part, and then like you'll hear him doing like the Dr. Dre voice on the Dre parts. And he sent it to us, and he was like, yeah, so there's a reference track just floating out there in the ether for Still Dre, but it's Jay-Z on it.
That's crazy.
And I just started thinking about like, holy shit, how many reference tracks are out there that like motherfuckers just don't know about?
Well, that was the same shit with like the Quentin Miller thing and the whole Drake shit. He wrote a bunch of shit for Drake, and there was reference tracks out there.
Exactly.
And then the same thing for Party Next Door. There was like, I think it was it Work? The Rihanna joint? The Work? Yeah, so there was like a version that he did, well, just the reference track, and that shit got leaked, and everybody's like, this is better than...
So with that being said, wouldn't you just call the Tame Impala version, I mean, depending on who you're a fan of, one of them is just the reference track, is what you got to think of. And I'm assuming the Tame Impala one would be the reference track, because it ended up on the B-sides, but it's still dope. Like, it still sounds good.
I mean, I always heard that one first.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's like so Rihanna's a reference track. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, sorry for that tangent. You know, we really like music over here. But
we love music.
Back to the Deleon.
But yeah, so we're going to crack this open. Unfortunately, you ain't going to be able to hear the... So...
Sorry about that.
Gonna get the, it's not as pleasing. Oh man, I don't know how I feel about this going into it.
Oh shit, is it like the mezcal or?
Nah, I don't. It doesn't. The quality smells a little bit
a little low for your liking.
A little low quality. Little low quality.
Let me get a little snipsky.
Diddy's gonna be like, "What you say, nigga?" Who is this Chaku guy? Find him. You know how many kookaroos are on?
Yeah, kookaroos. You got kookaroo?
I don't know how I feel. Maybe it's just because it's not reposado. I like the rep.
I don't know. We had the Blanco Lobos.
I was about to sip this without you.
You're just so used to drinking tequila.
I know, shit. Like, hey, give me that. But yeah. And it's Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday. Damn, see.
Enjoy. Woo.
See what I'm saying?
Wow, that's rough. Ah.
I was expecting something a little bit more smooth, like Diddy.
The Lobos was way smoother than this.
Yeah.
Terramana, smoother. Everything that I've been drinking is smoother. That shit is, whoo, that's a rough one.
Deleon.
Oh.
What would you rate this?
6. 6 out of 10.
6? Damn. Yeah, I'm going to have to say 6 out of 10. Sorry, Diddy.
It's going to get me there, I guess, you know?
Only pour a little bit more in here. Maybe I'll feel a little bit different after. Damn, see, I'm getting all over my fucking table. Making all kinds of noise and shit. Sorry for the audio listeners.
As you know, we are making our beverages, so you know what to do. If you're driving, drink your coffee. You know?
Drink your coffee. Don't be drinking and driving. Damn, I can't even get the damn lid on the motherfucker.
Unfortunately, not a cork top.
I know. Put the cork top on there, Diddy.
That's probably
You know what? Maybe it would taste better if you put the cork top on it. I'm not a scientist or anything.
Maybe it's flavors from the cork that get into it, you know?
Yeah, you know?
Making it the way it is. Holy shit, is that Jack Black?
It is.
Holy shit. I did not know he was in this movie.
So if you're listening and you've heard past episodes, we're doing this thing where we just play a movie in the background. And today is going to be Mars Attacks. I ain't seen this shit in forever.
So my mind...
damn, okay, we're gonna have to find like another joint because we're making way too much fucking noise on this table. People gonna be like, what the fuck are they doing? Building a shed?
That's the IKEA for you, doggy. So, I this isn't a topic I wrote down, but I guess we can weave it in because it just happened to me just now. So in this movie, there's this character, like the young male character in it. from Mars Attacks. And as time has gone by, I've remembered him as, I thought it was Ashton Kutcher playing this guy. And he'll pop up again, and you'll be able to see what I'm saying.
Oh, it kind of looks similar.
Yeah, and that happens to me sometimes. Like, my mind will tell me that someone's in a role that for a movie I saw a long time ago, because like that's like the most recent person I've seen of them. Mm-hmm. And then like if I go back and watch it, I'll realize like, oh shit, that wasn't that person.
Like, damn, that wasn't him at all.
Yeah. It's happened before. It happened with Kevin Hart also. Like I can't remember the movie off top, but I have like this remembering that Kevin Hart is in this one movie that I saw like in the 90s. And when I went back and watched it, I was like, oh shit, that's not Kevin Hart. That's somebody else completely.
Nope.
Like it's crazy how that happens to me and shit.
Yeah, no, I can see that. He does kind of look kind of Ashton Kutcher-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But anyways, you took a trip, homie. How was Vegas?
Man, Vegas was dope. The only thing I'm gonna say about this though is if you go to Vegas, funny that we're watching this because don't they have like scenes in Vegas?
I think they do.
Yeah, some scenes. I went with my family, so it was like my brother's sister, because it was my brother and my sister's birthday month, pretty much. One's the 12th and one's the 16th. Vegas. Sorry. But so we went out there to celebrate their birthday and shit, and we went with like a bunch of people. There's probably like 12, 13 of us.
Yeah, I saw you. Y'all was rolling deep.
And the only shitty thing about having that many people go to is you spend a lot of time fucking waiting.
Oh yeah.
Especially for me, because I get ready pretty quick. And there's a bunch of girls in the group. So it fucking took forever. My sister takes forever to do shit. She gonna see this and start talking shit about me or whatever. And my brothers, they both just fucking slow. I'm the only one that's like, all right, let me just throw this shit on real quick and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And so I try to, my aunt would be like, all right, well, go ahead, take a shower first and then get ready. So that way when you get out, we can get ready and then we can just go. And I'm like, nah, how about you take a shower first? And then I'll hop in after y'all get done. So that way I'll be done and y'all be done getting ready by the time I get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus me just like, okay, I hopped out the shower. Now I'm ready. And I gotta wait for y'all, so I'm just like downstairs roaming around, like, you know.
What do I do?
Yeah, what the fuck do I do? Because I don't want to do any fun shit. Because then I gotta wait for y'all to come down. And be like, what'd you do? It's like, well, I did all this cool shit while y'all was upstairs getting ready and shit. So,
did you stay on the strip?
We did. We stayed at the MGM.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool. It was my first time staying at the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
But nice little spot. But man, Vegas, dude. That's a whole nother fucking, like, animal.
I couldn't imagine. Like, that Vegas is one of them cities that you have to visit, but I don't think I can ever live there.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
If you do, you got to live outside.
You got to live off the strip.
Off the strip somewhere. Which, I mean, of course, probably staying on the strip is expensive.
I'm sure. I'm fucking sure it is.
But outside of that, like, I went to, because my cousin lives there in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go see her apartment and shit. And she has a nice little spot, and it's not crazy. And it's not too far from everything. And,
yeah.
You know, so that's cool. But, man, just spending longer than... I feel like spending longer than 2 days in Vegas is...
It's
enough.
Yeah.
Because when I left on Thursday. So I had a gig Wednesday. I left on Thursday. So I'm already up. I maybe only got like an hour, like 2 hours of sleep. And then flew out there, and I got there early. So I had to wait for them to get there to even check into the room. So
y'all didn't fly together?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So I checked my bag, and I just kind of like walked around the strip, and then met my cousin down by Fremont, and kind of did shit down there like Container Park and all that. And so run off an hour of sleep, then flying there, and just check my bag and going straight to the strip and like walking around. And then by the time they didn't get there till midnight.
Damn.
So I'm rolling around all day. Like
you got a full 12 hours.
Fucking tired. And then by the time they got there, I was like, all right, cool. Like I can hop in the room. So I hopped in the room. I slept for like 20, 30 minutes and then back out. Nigga, I didn't go to bed till like 6 in the.
Of course. I mean, normally you don't even go to bed over there.
Woke up the next day and same thing. Got up early as shit, but took forever for everybody to get ready and shit before we got back out onto the strip. And then like my brothers tapped out early. And so I just stayed up to the same thing, like 5, 6, just roaming around doing dumb shit. And then we hit a couple of shows. We went to go see the Michael Jackson thing, the one show. That shit was pretty dope. So I don't really like shows like that at this age.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like this shit is like cheesy. But I was actually surprised this shit was legit. Like, there was a lot of like cool. There was a lot of cool shit in there.
Visuals.
Ladies sitting on the moon, flying everywhere. Niggas was dropping from the ceiling.
Yeah, damn.
So it was dope.
Did you go see Usher?
Usher? Man, I was trying to go see Usher. Give me some of them Usher bucks, so I could throw them at the club here. But nah, I didn't get to go see Usher. We ended up watching the Jabberwockies. And so the first time I went to Vegas,
damn, they got a Las Vegas residency.
Yeah, wow. They've had one for the longest time.
Wow.
They had one for the longest time. So, and this is like the OG ones. I don't even think it's the same people.
Bet it
they
is.
Probably just got a group of niggas like, hey, come be Jabberwocky and we'll just tell you what to do.
Yeah,
and you go out there and dance and shit. And we'll pay you whatever. So, the first time I went to go see Jabberwockies, they were at like some bigger theater. It was cool, but the one that they did recently, it was at the MGM. And it's like a small room. Like, it wasn't that big at all. And I was like, oh man, this shit look kind of janky. But they actually put on a really good show.
Yeah.
The crowd wasn't as big as the first time I went to see them. But it's crazy how long they've been in Vegas doing shows.
Because, I mean, you think about it, they blew up like in 2007 or something.
Yeah.
That was a long fucking time ago.
And they've had a residency in Vegas like this whole time. Like, so since they blown up.
So it's like, imagine if you're like the original. You're basically just selling your brand to Vegas. So even if they replace you, you still gotta get a check if your name's written on the contracts, right?
And that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, it's probably not the same guys, but they all still getting paid because that was something that they all created, you know. So, but I thought it was dope. Like the show was really cool. Like I was like, man, this shit probably in my head. Like I was kind of like downplaying the shit before I even walked in. Like, man, this shit's probably gonna be trash. But then this shit started, and I was like, man, this is actually pretty dope. They do this thing with I think what's really dope now is just like the technology. They've definitely upgraded the shows. So there's like this part where this nigga's like dancing with lasers and shit. Yeah. And then the way he slows down and the lasers move around him, the shit looks fucking crazy. It looks dope. But if you get a chance, go check out that show. I was pleasantly surprised. That and then the Michael Jackson one, I was surprised too. But I do want to see another Cirque du Soleil show. I didn't get to go this time, but the last time I went, I think I seen Ka, and that shit was dope. These motherfuckers like running. It's wild. It's trippy.
I've only been to Vegas one time, and it was when I was 21, and we were there for the nightlife. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't do any of like the touristy Vegas things that you've done. Any of that ever since they all like started kicking off and shit like that. And that's always been like one of my biggest regrets. So it's like next time I do go to Vegas, I want to make it a point to actually go see a show or do something like that as opposed to just staying out till 6 a.m. then
getting fucked up.
Yeah, then going to the fucking all you can eat breakfast buffet at 6 a.m. hungover already. Yeah.
I think when I go back, I want to check out the Mob Museum. That shit looks interesting. See, I'm all old now. Then let's go see the Mob Museum. But man, I shot my ass off out there. I done spent so much fucking money.
Yeah.
It is stupid. It's crazy. Like you don't realize how that shit racks up until you leave and you're like, I spent what?
Because you'll spend all your money on the strip regardless for like drinks and food and shit. Yeah. But then it's like, oh yeah, there's also stores and good shopping out here too. So it's like, enjoy.
Yeah. You can tell by the boots.
Yeah.
Over there.
Chelsea boots.
But yeah, man, and then the last night we were there, we ended up going to Hakkasan, and we watched. I didn't even realize fucking Tiger was gonna be Tiger was gonna be there, and he did a show, and I mean, you know, it's Tiger.
Does he have a Vegas residency?
I don't know. I think he just popped in to get some quick money.
Isn't like what? Let's run through the gambit. Is Mariah there, or was it Britney? No, Britney. Does Britney still have the residency?
I have no idea. The only ones I've seen was like Shania Twain.
What about Celine Dion?
Jennifer Lopez. I don't know if I've seen Celine Dion. I seen Usher had something out there. Fuck, I don't remember who else. But yeah, But the Tiger shit surprised me. I know they said that they told me that we were gonna go see him, and I just completely forgot about it. So whenever they were like, "Oh, we're here to see," I was like, "Oh, fuck, okay." And so he just got up there. He did all his hits, except for "Put the Lime in the Coconut." That fucking song. But yeah. So we did that. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this: being a DJ and going out anywhere, it's hard to go out because
all you do is critique the music that's playing.
Is listening to the DJ. And don't get me wrong, this DJ was playing some dope shit. He was killing it. And there were like parts me and my sister were like, that's questionable. Because we both do this shit. So it was just like, damn, like did the nigga miss the cue or whatever. There was mistakes made. We'll just say that. But I mean, who doesn't fuck up? Because I fuck up all the time. So I'm not talking shit about homie. But then the end of the night, so we bought a section. And then the end of the night, they were like, hey, well, we want to move y'all section closer to the booth. So they move us like up on stage, like to the booth, and Tiger's up there and like all this shit. And I think he's trying to DJ. And so, because I've been seeing videos of him like hanging out with a bunch of DJs and shit lately. So I'm like, oh, maybe this nigga's trying to DJ. Cool, whatever. But me and my sister were looking at each other and were like, yo, he played this song already. Damn. And then the next song played and it's like, yo, he played this song already.
Damn.
And then the next song was like a new one. But then the song after that, he was like, he played this song already. And it was almost verbatim like what he opened with. And I was just like, okay, like I get it. Like you have a bunch of tourists and like people that come in and they probably never seen, no shit like that. So whatever. I mean, to each his own. Like whatever each individual DJ does and they, replay sets or do whatever, like that's them. That's cool. Me personally, I don't do that. Because I feel like there's way too much music to just. But then again, it's like Vegas is one of those cities where it's just like it's all show. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we'll fucking drop Sheck West again, or drop this again.
The big thing is like, what's the time gap between the times they play it? So like, was it like, I won't name the bar because I don't want to expose the guy, but was it like that one time where dude played like 7 Kanye tracks, and then like played like 3 songs in between, then replayed those same 7 Kanye tracks when we were all out one night?
Nah, that's different.
Because that shit was blatant, and it was just like, yo, what the fuck?
And see, there's levels, right?
Yeah.
Because on that level, that specific night, that dude was like wasted.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you get that drunk, sometimes you don't remember what the fuck you play. And you're just like,
even if it's like 5 minutes apart.
And you just vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably just vibing like, fuck it, yeah, Kanye.
Ironically, people were still singing the songs, but it was just like, I remember looking at my girl and be like, yo, he just played this shit. Like, what the fuck?
I've heard a few DJs do that shit. I hope I never done that. I probably have, but whatever. But for him, it was just like he opened up with like that set. Mm-hmm. And then when he closed out, and the time was from midnight to 4 a.m. Yeah. And so when he was closing out his set, like the shit that he closed with was the shit that he opened with.
Okay, that's a decent gap though.
But it's weird to me because it's like I'm there the whole time, and then it's almost like you restarted your set. Like,
well, he probably ran out of fucking music.
But that's the thing, you can't run out of music. There's so many like classic things you can fucking go to, and I could probably remember like almost everything he played throughout his set. Or
just maybe he wasn't expecting y'all to be weirdos and stay in the same club all night.
Right. Well, shit, we paid all that money for that fucking section.
Because nobody does that in Vegas. It's all they're just fucking bouncing around. Like, so by the time he hits the fucking restart on his playlist,
but I was like, shit, we paid all this money for this fucking section. We ain't balling like that, nigga. Like, I'm staying the whole fucking time. $650 for a bottle.
God damn.
Of $40 liquor.
What was it, like Tito's?
Casamigos.
God damn.
C-Migos, baby.
C-Migos. Shit.
But
that's like strip club prices, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Holy shit.
And then they had some other shit on there. It was like a Gia bottle. I was like, yo, I ain't balling like that. But it was fun to do for the time that we were there. But
that's good. Did your brothers enjoy it?
They did. Man, I almost got arrested.
God damn. DJ, what the fuck did you do?
I definitely would have got arrested. So we go to do the Fremont, like the zip line. And so we're in line, and I'm like buying tickets, and my brother's pulling up, and he's trying to like get to the line to get to me. Mind you, like even if he didn't pull up in line with me, like I'm still buying this nigga's ticket.
Yeah.
So like chill the fuck out, right? So he's walking in the door, and this guy jumps in my brother's face. My brother's not like a person to like deal with confrontation.
Yeah.
So I could see the fear in my brother's face. This man's just in his face like, hey,
hitting him with the
what
no
are you
cuts.
doing? He's like, where are you going?
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's in my brother's face. I heard it first, and I was like, what the fuck? Because my brother was FaceTiming me.
Yeah.
And I heard it first, and so I look over, and I'm like, and he's like, no, I'm waiting for, I'm trying to get to my brother. And my brother points to me. He's like, oh yeah, you trying to get to your fucking brother? He's like, well, where's your brother? And the dude looks at me, and I was like, what the fuck is up? And I start pointing at his ass, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, well, go meet your brother in line. Like,
the fuck?
Tune changed real quick, right? I was like, don't make me open hand slap you.
Was this like a you're cutting in line thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're just being a bitch about it.
And I mean, this is zip line.
Even
Calm
if
down.
he waited outside, his ticket's still gonna get paid for. I don't know what the fuck you freaking out for.
Yeah.
So he's like talking all this shit. Like he's nose to nose with my brother. I'm about to like hop over this crowd and fucking smack this dude in the mouth.
Yeah.
And so he chills out and he's like, oh, okay, yeah. Because he's seen me. And I'm like, nigga, I will fuck, don't ever step to my little brother like that.
Yeah.
And my little brother looked scared, so that pissed me off even more. And I just like, I started seeing red. I was like, dog, I haven't even been drinking or nothing. I was like, I'm just about to whoop this nigga's ass, right? So, like my brother comes up to me and he's like standing next to me in line. He's like, dog, like this motherfucker's tripping. I was like, yeah, I know, you good. So I'm standing there and this dude's homeboy is sitting next to him and he keeps staring at me and he's doing like the little cute shit, like smiling.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna let that shit slide. So we get to the end of the line. I pay for the tickets or whatever, and then we're standing on the side waiting for everybody else to get theirs. And he's in line behind us and he's looking and he's doing the same shit. And so I look at him. I was like, what's up, man? You good? And he was like, yeah, I'm good, super good. I'm like, you fucking right. Like, turn around line, buy your fucking tickets, man. Like, before you get beat the fuck up. And then, yeah, so it was just this whole thing. But yeah, I almost stomped this motherfucker out. I'd have got arrested and we wouldn't have been doing the show right now. So,
been broadcasting from Las Vegas lockup or something.
So, lucky dude wasn't feeling froggy because he was about to get beat the fuck up. But anyway,
he probably just, I could pick on this dude. You know what I'm saying?
And my brother's not like intimidating, like he kind of looks easy to, mind you, this nigga's strong as fuck, so I don't know why he ain't getting that nigga's face. But
yeah,
like he's saying, he's just like he's that's not really his personality. So when I see that, I'm like, you in my baby brother's face like that, you about to get fucking choked out, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was like, niggas is wilding for no fucking reason, man. Got me hot thinking about it. Shit.
Nah, never had no confrontations in Vegas or whatnot.
Yeah,
that's some next level shit.
I was like, this nigga about to have me get arrested out of state,
especially if just coming out of nowhere too. It's like, come on, man, really? Like,
yeah, he didn't really have to jump at him like that.
He didn't. Like, even still, I can understand like putting an arm, like, hey, nope. What are you cutting me for? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, my brother's right there. Okay, cool.
Nah, but he was like,
I'm getting in a random stranger's fucking face.
He was looking at starting some shit, and he's like nose to nose with my brother. Like, I'm like, bro, don't.
Fucking people.
Yeah, guess who's going to jail tonight? But my black ass
would have been wild, and boy.
Hell yeah. But thankfully I didn't have to go through that.
Hopefully you won't have to go through that.
Hope did that. So hopefully you ain't got to go through that.
Any other crazy things that happened in Vegas while you were there, or does all that have to stay in Vegas?
I mean, just the normal shit, like homeless people wilding out.
Hey, here's what I want to know: Are there still like random people on the streets with the fucking flapping the prostitute cards and shit? Yeah, the escort card.
Yeah, they still doing that shit. The whole time I was doing that, I was like, ew, Kobe. Ew.
Oh god, because it's like I said, I went in 2009. I thought like maybe technology evolved past that or something like that.
Scan a QR.
Yeah, but motherfuckers still out there just clack. You got it right here, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Nigga, is that Ray J?
Shit, I don't know. It might be.
Yo, I swear that was Ray J. Anyways, so speaking of like technology advancing and shit, so like I work from home, so I'm on a computer all the time. Of course, I do have my own personal shit, my own personal Mac, my own cell phone and everything. None of these things connect. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I keep having these issues where the only line of connection between all three of them is the Wi-Fi they're on.
Yeah.
But I keep having these issues where I'll do something on the work computer and it's just me home and I won't mention it or say anything about it verbally. And then like I'll be scrolling on my phone and whatever I was doing on the work computer pops up on the phone.
Pornhub.
No, not like that. So for example, like I write for car dealerships. I do like content writing and things like that for a bunch of car dealerships. So say I'm working on content for Hyundai's and I'll have to go to like Hyundai's website, read the specs and shit on a car and put it together and then like write content for a website and things like that. So after like an hour and a half of doing this, I'll go take a piss and I'll just be scrolling Instagram and then a fucking Hyundai ad pops up on Instagram. And it's happened too many times.
They're like, haha,
it scares the shit out of me, bro. Like, and then another time it happened, and this time I didn't even mention anything, and it was just me and my girl. And like, I think it was something I was thinking about. And it popped up on my Instagram again. It's just like, boom. Just right there, and I was just like, all right, this is getting fucking creepy.
The way
I was I was like, yo, I know phones be spying on people, but yo, this shit is getting nuts.
That's
bro.
why you gotta read the fine print in any like website that you. Honestly though, like you can still read the fine print and go look at some shit, and they still gonna like get your information.
Yeah,
somehow, some way.
I just don't know.
They were talking about fuck, it was this book I read. I forgot what book it was, but they're pretty much saying like how they target people to like send them stuff. Yeah. So it was like, all right, like if you figure out like a household, like the spouse is pregnant or whatever, then you'll see an influx of like things coming in the mail that are like, and it's just all geared towards like pregnancy. And so I think they were talking about like Target has like ads and certain shit, but they'll send you like the one specifically for like all the baby shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, we didn't ask for any of this, but it's like they know that you're pregnant. So they'll send you like all this shit, like offers and all that shit. And that's what people are like, oh my God, like I need this. So
it's just, I don't know. The shit that's been happening to me is it's too much of a coincidence. It's almost fucking spooky. How it just pops up.
Well, they got shit that like they can sell like your data.
Yeah, no,
to,
of
like,
course.
Companies and shit like that. And then
most everything you buy, like online or anything like that, when you're just clicking through trying to get to the bottom, you're essentially signing your data away.
Yeah.
At some point in line, and any app you download, I remember that was a big deal when like Facebook did like the messenger service and they were just like, oh, they can sell your data. It's like, yeah, every app does that.
Yeah.
It's like when you're just clicking I agree just to start the download and shit, that's when you're basically like signing away, like, yeah, here's my data, take it, do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah.
But it's just like the specificity of the ads that come to me, especially not even saying them out loud. I don't link computers. I don't link my phone to my work computer.
That's all the Wi-Fi.
So yeah, I'm like, okay, if it's only on the work computer, it shouldn't pop up on my phone. So if I'm writing about Nissan on the work computer, why the fuck are Nissan Outback ads coming up on my phone? Like that shit, it trips me the fuck out. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like I don't even plug my shit in to charge it on the work computer. Yeah. Just because I know like a lot of companies don't like you doing that. You don't plug your what's it called, your personal shit on your work computer because you can compromise it.
Yeah.
So like I don't even do that, and I still get these ads. The one about me and my girl was like the craziest one because like I think we were talking about it in the car, and then like we came home, and then like within like 20 minutes I'm like scrolling. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like, did you say you wanted this?
Like, yo, what the fuck?
Surprise, Michael. Yeah.
It's just
that's crazy to me. I mean, I see it all the time. I'm like, oh, well, I'm getting spied on again. Fuck. Ain't nothing safe.
It's like the Rockwell. always feel like
somebody's watching me.
Hey, did they do that at the Michael Jackson thing?
Nah, they did a bunch of like just noticeable like hits, like the hits, nothing but the motherfucking hits.
I should have did that, man. That bird looked fake as hell.
You know what though, like as cheesy as this CGI shit is for this time, it's still kind of good. It's still kind of good. Damn, Martin Short, what happened to that guy?
Oh no, I just saw him on an episode of Law and Order.
Oh, he's doing Law and Order now?
No, it was an old episode.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Ice-T. Ice-T does Law and Order, right?
Yeah, SVU, doggy. I love me some Law and Order, dog.
Yeah, shot the motherfucker in his face. Man. Why these niggas got super soakers? You see that shit? Look, there's super soakers
with the pack too.
Yo, did you ever have that one?
No, that's the one I always wanted.
I had that.
I had the double barrel one.
I had this shit. I had the joint with the backpack. And mind you, I'm probably what, like 6th grade.
Even as a 33-year-old man, I'm very jealous of you. I still get jealous. Like if I hear like a kid had a Power Wheels when they were younger, I get jealous of that.
Oh yeah, see Power Wheels. I never had it.
Yeah.
But look at Jack Black's skinny ass.
That's crazy, man. I never knew he was in this movie.
Man. Oh, Super Soaker. But yo, so the was it like the Super Soaker like 2000 or some shit like that?
I think so. I think that was the name.
Had the backpack?
Yeah. Bro. Also sidebar, Super Soakers made by a black man. Woo! Hey. But yeah, like there were a bunch of them. The one that I had was like it was a double barrel, and you can twist the nozzles for different sprays, and then it had 2 fucking water things on it.
And you just load the top, yeah,
and blast that motherfucker. But yeah, that was a good one. And then I had another one that did it had like a handle on the
was it like the pump?
No, it wasn't a pump. But it had a handle on it, and you can turn that bitch around corners and spray motherfuckers.
Yeah,
it was dope as shit. But it looked like just your traditional Super Soaker, except on the nozzle where the water comes out, it had that handle where you can twist the direction of where you want the water to go.
Damn, I remember that shit.
Yeah, that was OG.
Man, but now I had the joint with the backpack, and so mind you, like this thing's fucking heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm a little kid like running around with this fucking Super Soaker.
The minigun.
Mind you, I ain't hitting nobody because I'm too slow in that motherfucker, but I had the coolest Super Soaker on the block. So, yeah.
And you fill that hole up with water so it's even heavier.
Yep.
You just like big ass backpack on, you can't even keep up with the other kids.
I almost choked on my fucking drink. That's pretty much what it's like. Shit, my head was hard enough to carry back then.
See, here's the thing. Like, no one thinks about that when you're younger. You just like, yo, that looks dope. I want it.
Yeah.
No one thinks about the logistics of how this will work in a Super Soaker fight, because it doesn't work.
My 9-year-old ass with a big ass backpack on, running around fucking leaning. Ain't hitting nobody.
Chaku, keep up.
Everybody's soaking my ass.
We're losing the enemy.
Man.
Fuck, man. Anyways, here we are. September is almost over. First day of fall begins tomorrow. So that begs the question yearly, why do white people like pumpkins so much?
I don't fucking know.
Like, I went to HEB the other day, and this bitch had like, I think 10 pumpkins in her cart, and was just walking out. He's like, ooh, and I was just like, yo, what? Really? Is pumpkin that good? Like, do y'all really love pumpkin that much? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
It's bland. It tastes like shit. I'd rather have a sweet potato pie instead. And then, like, I've never been a carving the pumpkin person or a jack-o'-lantern person.
I used to do that, like, when we were young, but then, like, when we got older, it was just like,
no waste of time. It just fucking rots, and you gotta throw it out.
Like, fuck that pumpkin.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point?
But and then, like, my pumpkin carvings would never come out that great, and our neighbors would be all dope and shit. Like, I don't want to carve no goddamn pumpkin.
I remember someone carved, like, show my age here. I remember somebody carved Bill Clinton into their pumpkin when I was a kid trick-or-treating back in the day, and I was just like, interesting.
I was like, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bill.
You seen the butthole pumpkins? Those shits are funny. It looks like somebody, like, they put the pants on cheeks. They put the pants on it with, like, the little shirt. Yeah. And it looks like they're spreading the cheeks, and it's the top of the pumpkin. It's like the butthole.
That's crazy.
That shit is funny. See,
I mean,
like the time that we're in now is like people make so many fucking offensive like pumpkin carvings and like Halloween decorations. This shit is funny to me. Like if I was out trick or treating and I seen a butthole pumpkin with my kid, I'm like, oh shit.
Cover your eyes.
Look away, Donnell. Don't look at that butthole pumpkin.
It's fucking. I don't know. It's just every time of the year this happens, and I just feel like people going OD on the pumpkins.
Yo, what's he walking with? Why is he in red drawers? I'm sorry, we're watching this Mars Attacks movie. Oh, he has a cow in the back. Are those condoms?
I don't think so. I think it's like a...
No, the condoms. Oh, no, they're not. Anyways. But yeah, why do they like pumpkins so much? That's fucking weird.
I don't want to single out a specific race. I'm just saying there's a lot of white people who go OD for the pumpkins this time.
Pumpkin everything. Yeah, pumpkin spice lattes. And
which is trash too. Yeah. Pumpkin spice lattes are god awful. They're fucking trash. I'm not a big coffee person myself, so that could be why. But it's just, I don't get the need to put pumpkin on every fucking thing just because it's the month of October or November. It's weird to me.
The other thing that's weird to me is the people that get ready for Halloween in like the summer.
Yeah, because they're trying to expand spooky season.
Yeah,
my neighbor across the
they already got decorations.
Yeah, they already decorated their balcony and shit. And I'm just like, yo, I mean, it's literally 10 days till October. You could wait. But these people, they love their Halloween. They got to get more use out of their shit. So
see, like my family, we'll set up decorations like a week before.
Yeah, that's how my family was.
My dad be like, "Oh shit, forgot to take the Christmas tree out. God damn it!"
Well, except for Christmas, my dad loved decorating for Christmas, so he always
like doing it too. But I just feel like everybody in my family so busy with shit.
Yeah,
they're just like, oh fuck, forgot to set the tree up. I remember one year for Christmas, my aunt, because this is back when I was living with my aunt. She bought a fucking Christmas tree. I think it's like 2 days before Christmas.
God damn,
but a real one.
Yeah.
And she was like, fuck. She's like, I forgot. She's like, so she's like, come with me to go get this tree. And so we're decorating it like 2 days before Christmas.
You gonna have to leave that bitch up like a week after New Year's now.
Hell yeah.
Just to get a full run out of it.
So
but nah, I grew up with real trees. My dad just I don't know, he couldn't fuck with a fake tree. Yeah. Like for some reason he was like, I don't want that. Like I want the real one in my house. So eventually, when I get a house, I'll probably do the same.
My parents have been doing that like more recently. They've been doing the real ones, but for the longest time, like we had the fake joint. But I mean, as we got older, it was just kind of like, all right, like y'all are grown.
Yeah, and that's how it was with us. Like we went from reals, and then after like probably when I was like a junior in high school, they're just like, yo.
Like, goddamn well said they didn't bring this shit.
They don't give a fuck no more. Here's a fake one. We could pull it out every year. Good.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Time getting there.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, we gotta kind of keep this episode moving a little bit. I know we keep getting sidetracked on shit.
We can't help that.
Mars Attacks in the back, but
let me go ahead and jump into what's it called? Music Corner right now. I did want to bring it up and bring it to our attention that we did just pass the 15-year anniversary of Lupe Fiasco Food and Liquor.
Food and Liquor.
Yup.
Man.
That's crazy.
That's wild. So Lupe Fiasco, of course, then was one of my favorite artists. I haven't really listened to him too much now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't listened to him this decade. I'm not even gonna lie.
There was one project that he released recently, and it was with Virgil, from who does the Off-White shit. I forgot the name of it, but that nigga was on there spitting.
Look, here's the thing. He could always spit. It's just he went like a little too OD on his, like, man, I don't know what to say. Like a little too OD on the politics, just like everything back in the day. And then it was just like, yo, I can't like, it seemed like everything I did was not right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as a human being. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, I can't listen to you if you just gonna shit on like my way of life for no reason. Like, And that's what kind of like turned me off to him. Like, I haven't heard shit from him. Yeah, that is Ray J. I haven't heard shit from this nigga since Lasers.
Yeah. Actually, let me tell you exactly where I stopped.
That was the last album I listened to. And even Lasers, that had a mixed. It was very mixed.
I'm going to say Lasers is probably where I stopped.
But it had a lot of hype behind it.
Yeah, Food and Liquor too. Well, and then he was even saying Lasers. He didn't even want to do Lasers.
Yeah, right? That was like his commercial that the record company made him do. Yeah.
So I think after that, he was just kind of like, fuck y'all. And he went on this whole thing. And so, like, I honestly, to this day, I haven't completed Food and Liquor 2.
Damn, I forgot that even came out.
Tetsuo and Youth?
Yeah.
I haven't. There was some joints on there that were good, but I haven't finished it. Drogas Light and Drogas Wave. I never heard those at all.
Well, just to wrap real quick, let's go ahead and say what our favorite track. What's your favorite track on Food and Liquor 1?
Fuck.
If you can remember. I cheated before and I actually glanced at the track list on this album. So but for me, it's always gonna be The Cool. I love that song.
This life goes past.
That song, I love like the storytelling. I love everything about that song. It's fucking amazing. So The Cool will easily be my favorite song, but then that also leads to the fact that I actually like the Cool album better than Food and Liquor.
The coolest nigga, what?
Yeah.
The coolest nigga, what? Fuck, man, that's hard because this album was like a really big album for me during that time because I was out there in them streets. I was kick pushing it.
Also, I like to say Kick Push Part 2 is better than the original.
I like the beat on Kick Push. I like the lyrics and like shit on the Kick Push too, but the beat for me on the OG Kick Push is my shit. I gotcha. They call me Lupe. I'll be your new thing. Ah, man. The instrumental.
I can't remember that one. I'm not gonna lie.
He Say, She Say was good. Sunshine.
Yeah.
You my sunshine. Yeah.
I also like the Jill Scott song.
Fuck, that's
Daydream.
Man, you made this shit hard for me.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I know you got the gig tonight, so.
You made this shit tough. I feel like Daydream was like the commercial joint.
It was.
Damn, Pressure though. With Jay-Z.
Ah, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Man, that's a hard one.
Didn't he write for Jay?
I have no idea. Man. Oh, Mike, this is so hard.
Well, we'll just table it and we'll do a to be continued for next week.
Nah, I'm gonna get this shit off. I'm gonna say Kick Push is probably
Kick Push.
No, okay, so Kick Push is one of my favorite songs for sure, but I Gotcha is definitely like some shit I vibe out to. And Hurt Me So. Hurt Me So is dope. Man, fuck, there's just way too many to choose from. The whole album is dope.
It's a great album. It definitely is a classic. When I looked up and saw that it was September 19th was the 15th year anniversary, I was like, shit.
That is crazy.
Because it's like that, as we get older, like I'm having those moments that I know my parents had where it's just like, damn, I remember when this shit came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's always crazy when that happens. But nah, definitely Lupe was a breath of fresh air.
Okay. So my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
Favorite Lupe verse?
Man, it's probably gonna be The Cool.
Yeah.
Either that or the verse. Fuck, I loved on Hip Hop Just Saved My Life.
Yeah.
Because he's rapping about a Houston nigga, and it's all, you know what I'm saying, like that's like right after like Texas rap blows up. So it's just like, damn, that's kind of dope.
Yeah, I thought that was
like
dope.
This motherfucker did his research and all that shit. And then also Kick Push Volume 2.
Yeah.
Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. Yeah, man, I can't even remember off the top of my head, but just like him he just paints these pictures.
You can see it.
Like, on his raps. And that's why I like those verses so much.
I'm going to say my favorite verse from him is the shit that he did on Touch the Sky.
That too. Lupe still like Lupin the Third, which I was watching back then. Man, that's crazy.
Man, that's but, probably I could probably rap that shit word for word.
Talk about a burst on the scene moment. Like, I didn't know who that nigga was, and it's just like, yo, this nigga's killing. And then like all
the shit that he was doing on like the mixtapes.
Yeah.
And the shit that he was spitting on the mixtape. Oh fuck, maybe. The shit that he did to the NERD shit.
Yo, send me that.
Hold on, I'm about to. Man, I'm gonna do this shit real quick and then we'll head out. But
Lupe. All the listeners out there.
And he gets the girl.
That sounds so familiar to me. I think I might have heard this.
All right, ready? Oh, man, all these ads. I'm not paying for fucking YouTube, whatever. I don't need...
Nobody needs that shit.
Yeah, nobody needs that.
Hold it now. Wait up. I just woke up to her and say, over there. Hi. That's all you gotta do is say hi. That's all you gotta do. Say hi.
This is my shit.
Come on. Well, I know I'm not the coolest, and this might sound kind of foolish, cause I know I'm not the smoothest. Told myself I shouldn't do this, cause I'm not very well.
If you haven't heard that shit, go listen to that shit.
We can only play 7 seconds for copyright reasons.
But yeah, if you ain't heard that shit, go check that shit out. That's mine. Oh, Lupe. It's the same with him and Wale.
Like, you like old Wale better?
I like old Wale and I like old Lupe.
That's, yeah. Wale, I fell off. I don't think I fuck with anything after Falarin mixtape. That's like my favorite project he put out. I love that Falarin mixtape. I got Dat Piff on my phone just to listen to that shit.
That mixtape about nothing.
Yeah.
What was the other joint? It's been a while. His first album was good though.
Yeah.
Prescription.
I think it's crazy. That nigga had a song with Lady Gaga on it.
Did I tell you about the time me and homie? So mind you, I've met this dude a few times, right?
Yeah, because he came to like Sneaker Palooza back in the day.
Yeah, so I met him a few times, and like every time I see him, he kind of gives that look like, man, I've probably seen this nigga somewhere before.
Like, I know this nigga.
Like, yeah, nigga, we met about like a good 4 or 5 times.
DC, what up?
And the last time I met him, I'm not gonna say exactly what happened, but it was just some shit, and I was just like, man, kind of a spaz moment.
Yeah,
he was a little hot, but I was just like, whoa, not the Wale I remember from the first 4 times I met you. But he ain't spaz on me.
Yeah.
And then like he kind of cooled down. He's like, all right, man. He's like, and he dapped us up, and then he like rolled out. But the situation behind it was a little, over the top for him to be that upset about.
Yeah. But
I mean, you know, he was faded though. He was super drunk, and it was some Bud Light thing. Dylan Francis was there.
Yeah.
And so, but then like when he chilled out, he like looked at me and he gave me that same look.
He said, man, I know this nigga.
I've probably seen this.
Why is I spazzed in front of this nigga?
Where have I seen this regular ass nigga from before? Now he has a man bun. This guy tripping the fuck out. Crazy.
Nigga Wale.
Shit. Well, I mean, Wale's cool though. I guess he was having one of them days. Nigga needed a Snickers or something.
Yeah.
So I know everybody has those days. But yeah, shit. So on that note, I gotta make my way out of here. Shout out to Deleon. Hopefully they get the cork top one of these days.
Please.
But yeah, so you can catch us on Instagram at Saucy Boys Pod, and you'll find our socials on there. I go by the name of Chaku.
Mike Stokes, baby.
And we will catch y'all next week. And if y'all have any suggestions, comments, critiques, recommendations, anything cool, or you just want to say what's up, hit us up.
Please.
We'll see y'all next time.
All right. Bye, guys.
Peace.